A new dawn for society. Shirou's voice, imbued with the cosmic authority of countless deities, resonated through the isolated dimension, a beacon of truth cutting through the villain's twisted realities. Shigaraki, stripped bare of his quirks and the vestiges of All for One, crumpled to his knees. The rage that had fueled him for so long wavered, replaced by a raw, childlike despair as Shirou unveiled his entire broken history, every moment of pain and neglect. Dabi, his flames extinguished, saw his path of vengeance laid out and understood its ultimate futility. Toga's distorted affections softened into something akin to bewilderment, as Shirou articulated her deepest, unmet needs for acceptance. "I can offer true salvation," Shirou affirmed, his gaze encompassing each villain. "Not just for you, but for this entire world. A society free of the corruption that birthed your pain, free of the fear that created villains, free of the sacrifices that broke heroes. A society where everyone can walk as they truly are, safe and whole." The villains, for the first time in their lives, faced a power that offered not destruction but absolute, unconditional healing. It was a choice between clinging to their self-destructive cycles or embracing a future perfectly crafted by benevolence. After moments that stretched into an eternity, a profound silence descended. Then, one by one, their shoulders slumped, their eyes, once filled with defiance, now held a glimmer of exhausted hope. They chose salvation. The revelation and rebuilding. Back on the battlefield, the heroes and students of Class 1A watched in stunned silence as the pocket dimension shimmered and faded. Shirou stood alone, and behind him not a single Nomu remained. The ground was clear of villainous figures. Only a scattering of discarded weapons hinted at the battle that had just been. What just happened?" Endeavor stammered, his flames flickering uncertainly. Before anyone could answer, Gudako, her eyes shining with absolute trust, walked calmly towards Shirou. She didn't embrace him with a dramatic rush. It was a gentle, knowing closeness. Shirou met her gaze, a soft, intimate smile gracing his lips. A smile filled with a love so profound it seemed to warm the very air. He reached out, taking her hand. "Everyone," Gudako's voice, clear and steady, cut through the bewildered murmurs of Class 1A, "this is Shirou Emiya, my boyfriend." A collective gasp swept through the students, followed by a torrent of confused exclamations. The boys, their faces a mixture of shock and deflated hopes, stared at Shirou, trying to reconcile this seemingly normal man with the cosmic power they had just witnessed. Shirou then addressed the gathered heroes, his voice calm and authoritative, yet devoid of arrogance. "The villains have been contained, their threats neutralized, their motivations understood. They will receive the help they truly need, not just imprisonment." He paused, his gaze sweeping over the damaged city and the exhausted heroes. "This world is broken in ways you cannot fully comprehend. The quirk singularity is a symptom, not the cause, but it can be healed. All of it." What followed was not a battle, but a cosmic act of profound healing and societal restructuring. Shirou, with Gudako often by his side as his moral compass and emotional anchor, began to reshape the world. A perfected future. The villain situation. Shirou didn't simply imprison the League of Villains and the Meta-Liberation Army. He used his infinite comprehension to understand the root causes of their suffering and his divine authority to heal their minds and souls. Shigaraki's destructive urges were replaced by a profound understanding of his own past, and a desire to truly create, not destroy. Dabi found peace in accepting his identity. Toga learned true, healthy connection. Shirou created a rehabilitation system that fundamentally addressed the psychological and societal issues that birthed villains, ensuring genuine reintegration rather than mere punishment. Hero Society's evolution. Shirou worked to expose and purify corruption within hero society and law enforcement, not with violence but with precise, undeniable truth. He used his absolute tracing to identify systemic flaws and his divine authority to correct them. The concept of quirk singularity became a non-issue. Shirou understood the genetic and conceptual mechanics of quirks and subtly stabilized their evolution, ensuring future generations would not suffer catastrophic power growth. Heroes like All Might and Endeavor found their burdens lightened, their efforts now focused on community building and inspiration in a world that was becoming genuinely peaceful. Shirou and Gudako's relationship. Their bond deepened into an unbreakable, cosmic partnership. Gudako, with her boundless empathy and fierce spirit, served as Shirou's anchor to humanity, ensuring his omnipotence was always guided by kindness and compassion. Shirou in turn cherished her above all else. He created a world where she could truly be the hero she dreamed of, not battling existential threats, as he had already neutralized those, but inspiring hope, saving individuals, and fostering connection in a society blossoming under their benevolent oversight. Their love became the ultimate foundation of a perfected, peaceful world, where Shirou's infinite power was forever devoted to Gudako's happiness and the well-being of all. The era of heroes and villains, as they knew it, ended. In its place, a new age dawned, not of mere peace, but of profound understanding and endless potential, overseen by a gentle, omnipotent guardian and the compassionate heart of his beloved. Shirou, Emiya, and Gudako had not just saved a world, they had ushered it into an eternal golden age.